Hi, this is Professor Strickland from South University. I thought I would just give you some pointers on things you can do to be a good student. So this is where hopefully you enter your class and then you can see what your progress is, what's happened. Up top, there's a place for a tutor. If you come into your course tools here, and you see your discussions. This is how I like to look at mine. Then I can see who's posted when, week 1, week 2. So we're now in week 3. Now, this tells you if you know what your number is and the problems you have to do. So let's just suppose that I was number 39 and I needed to find 2.5 number 70. So then I could go back to my textbook by clicking Content and clicking My Math Lab and going to Pearson e-textbook. So it's pulling up. When it's pulling up, I'm going to click on these 3 buttons here. It shows me the textbook. I'm going to open chapter 2. I'm going to go to section 2.5, problem solving. I had to do number 70. I'm actually going to go to 2.6 and then back up a page. So number 70 is here, 2.5, number 70. Sarah's investment in JetBlue stock grew 28% to $448. How much did she originally invest? Let's suppose that I had to do number 71, which is just like it instead. So then the first thing I would do is I would take this and I would copy it on a piece of paper, or I would take a picture of it and I would say Janika invested money in a savings account at a rate of 6%. And she has after the year. So I see here, if this little button, if I click on this, there are exercises. Let's see. So if I wanted to try number 71, it says try it. So let's see. Money is borrowed at 9%, and after 1 year I have this much to pay off. So then I figure, how do I figure this? She's borrowed 9%, and after 1 year it's that. So I don't know what she started with. I can come in here into the classroom. Let's see. I'm going to go to discussion so I can show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to week 3. I'm going to click start a new thread. And then I might say discussion. And then I might say, okay, my problem is 2.5, number 70, right? And so I go here, I see it says, Janika invested money in a savings account. Janika invested money in a savings account. It earned, and then I go back and I figure out how much it earned. 6% simple interest. 6% simple interest. for 1 year. At the end of the year, she had, which included interest. How much money did she start with at the beginning of the year? So now notice how when I made this big, I can see this entire toolbar. If this is not as big as it will go, which this is a minimize button, this one maximizes, this one will shut it. If I shut it down, now you see these 3 buttons. So now what I can do, if I needed to, I could click that, and now it'll show me the toolbar. I'm going to make it bigger. And then I'm going to come over here to this. This is called Sigma. It's a graphical equation editor, and click it. Now this will enable me to type easier. So now I can say, okay, I want to type x plus 0.09x. That's my interest, and 1x is what I started with. So I started with that, and then I have 9% of whatever I started with, and that equals $6,996. So then I can add these together and say that I have this. And then I can say, oh, but x would now be whatever this is, 6,996 divided by 1.09. I could click insert if I want. And then there's my work. Now I need a graphing calculator. I need a calculator to compute that. So I can go somewhere to calculator. And then I can type 6,996 divided by 1.09. Hit enter. And so they started with 6,418. So then I can come back in here. I can highlight it. And I can click this, and it will let me finish it. And so then I say x equals 6,418. Insert, and there it is. And then down at the bottom, if I scroll down, you see I can add a file. I can record some audio. So I can add a file, which I will do when I finish with this recording. For now, I'll just hit post. And so then I could go back in here. I can click practice if I want. Oh, except I think the problem was 6%, so I would put 6%. The other thing that you can do is you can come in here to content. You notice there's this MyMathLab study plan. What is that? If we click on it, then there's a study exam, and so I could say, no, I don't want to go to that. I want to go to, this week we seem to be doing section 2.5. So you could come in here, you could go to 2.5 and say, oh, I need these. I need help with this. So then all of these are problems that you can get help with. This one has a video. This one has practice, animation, and you can pick one. So let's just suppose I pick one. So what is 40% of 840? So I could grab a calculator, and I could say, okay, calculate. 40% can say 840 times 0.40, and I get 336, and so then I can go back to my study plan, and then I can type that in, 336, 336, and then I can click check my answer. Now it likes that, and then I can keep going. What percent of 40 is 100? So let's suppose I just didn't know how to do it. I could click question help, and then I could say view an example. So then it would say the first step is to translate. Then I can solve this. Keep clicking, and it shows me. Then I can go back and try one. I can also click help me solve this. The first step is to translate. So translate it. And then you can do that. So this translated would be 40x equals 100. Let's see if it notice there's little buttons down here I can use. Check your translation carefully. So it wants P. See if it likes that. Likes that. See, read the blue. Now solve for P. So now I would divide both sides by 40. Check. Okay. And then I would solve that. I know that to be 2.5. And I would check my answer. Oh, fantastic. So what percent is that? That's 250% because I moved my decimal twice. It likes that. And now I'm done. So then now I would come back over here and I would, oh, this is a different question. What percent of 40 is 140? Check my answer. Oh, I like it. But so I'm just trying to show you. So this is all in the study plan. So there are 49 problems that you can get help with. And click on each one of them. Show me. There's a video. There's textbook. There's examples that walk you through. This is what you should be spending the bulk of your time doing. Not coming in and just taking the knowledge check before you actually know the material. So hopefully this will help you to figure out how to spend your 2 hours a day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.